Oh, I'm just combing my hair. Combing, you see. It's a fur comb. Please yourself. Hi everybody, this is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you happy? I hope so. I'm so glad to see that you have decided to join me for another rummage through my ever-growing pile of email questions and comments sent in to me by you. So without any more dawdling, let us have our first question for today. How do we use yet in a sentence? This question comes from Marcus Lucas, who lives in Spain. Despite the size of this word, yet often causes confusion. It is mostly used as an adverb. It can be used to express up until this moment. He has not arrived yet. When used as a superlative, this meal is the best yet. It can refer to a point of time in the future or express a moment when something should or may occur. He may yet arrive. He may yet change his decision. It can express a continuation or more of the same. There is yet more bad news to report. It can be used to express despite. The weather is terrible, yet I keep smiling. It may also be used as a conjunction to express two things occurring together, but not affecting each other. The room was dark, yet I was able to find the door. A nice email. I have received a very nice email from a young lady named Gracinda, who used to live in Brazil, but now lives here in England with her husband. Gracinda has been following my lessons for the past 3 years and has succeeded in passing most of her ESOL exams. Congratulations, Gracinda, on your success so far and all the best for the rest of your course. Please let me know how you get on. What is the difference between nation and country? Also, how do we use relation and relationship in English sentences? These questions come from Nguyen Dinh Tong, who is studying English in Hanoi, Vietnam. First, there is no real difference between the words nation and country. They are synonymous with each other. However, we tend to use nation more when we are talking about the identity or characteristic of a country. The national flag, the national bank, the national debt, the mood of the nation. So nation appears to relate more to the people, while country tends to be used when talking about the land and its geography. Although strictly speaking, their meanings are similar. An area of occupied land with its own government. Relation and relationship. The words relation and relationship are both used to express a family connection or a common similarity between two objects or events. A relation is a person who is a member of your family, be they a brother or sister, aunt or uncle, niece, nephew, or grandparents. They are relatives. We can express two events that have connections with or similarities to each other. The two explosions are related. There is a relation between the two explosions. The word relationship is used to show a definite connection or the act of being connected. There is a relationship between overeating and obesity. Mary and I are in a relationship. Why do I find it hard to speak English when I can easily read and write it? This very interesting question comes from Jun Nishioka, who is a student and lives in Japan. Believe it or not, your problem is a common one. The hardest part of learning any language is speaking it. With reading and writing, there is time to think about what you wish to say, whereas with speaking out loud, you have very little time to consider what you are about to say. Speech is usually spontaneous. This means that it happens with very little planning or preparation. But just like any other ability, this skill can be learned. Try reading short passages out loud. Remember and recite short sentences. Get used to the sound of your English-speaking voice. The important thing to remember is that this problem is a common one, so do not worry too much about it. And Jun, I hope your dream of becoming a commercial pilot come true. With practice and determination, the sky's the limit. Oh, excuse me. I've got a little bit of hay fever this week. Before I vamoose into the sunset, I would like to say a special hello to DJ Bowdy, who follows my lessons in Egypt and told me last week on Facebook that he hopes one day to come to England and develop his DJing skills with the Ministry of Sound in London. That sounds like fun. A big hello also to another person I chatted with on Facebook last week, Matteo, in Italy, who told me that he is a big fan of Mr. Lomax. Maybe I should get Mr. Lomax to say hello to all of you one week. And finally, a big hi to Massimiliano, who also follows me in Italy. It was nice chatting with you about phrasal verbs on Facebook last week, and I would like to wish you good luck with your forthcoming English test. That is all from me for today. If I did not read out your question this week, do not worry, there is always another time. And of course, there is always something new to learn right here every week on Ask Mr. Duncan. Thank you for watching me answering you. This is Mr. Duncan in England saying ta-ta for now.